Morning, and welcome to today's episode of Farming with the Browns. So today we are hauling some grain. We are making room for this year's crop. So we're gonna haul a little bit of grain, and later we will take a little walk and check out this year's crop. Make sure we ain't got any critters in the fan. Check our oil. Now, conditions have worsened around here. If you'd have asked me how I thought this year's crop was going to be a few weeks ago, I'd have told you bumper crop, maybe even a record crop, but that's slightly changed. Ooh, truck started. Gonna be a good day. So we've got a little bit of leftover corn from last harvest. Actually got a call today that pretty good price, so we're gonna try to take advantage of that. Clean out a bin. We've got one bin that, well, we're gonna need the grain vac for, so I've got to go get some grain vac hose. Dad's bringing the vac over here, and we'll get busy with that. Well, we got these over here now. Get the truck backed under here, and we'll see what happens there. DJ's loading out of the floor of that bin. I'm gonna start loading out of this plugged one. In the spirit of keeping things interesting for entertainment purposes, we have plugged the airlock with a red shop rag. Just using it to kind of plug the hole a little bit, and well, sucked her right through the pipe and plugged the airlock pretty quickly.
And by we, he's talking about him and the mouse in his pocket.
Me and Dad. So we're going to take the vac into the shop where we got concrete. That way, whenever we try to unplug it and corn goes there where it's easy to clean. So all the loaders we have, none of them are here, so I'm going to pull this Kawasaki Ridge over there, and we're just going to put that grain in it. And I'll haul it over and dump it into the driveway.
Come on, boy. Yeah, mule. Get the whip. Yeah, mule. Get the whip. The back glass. Wedge in there pretty tight.
I'll be darned! We didn't even have to take the drum off. So that was the source of a lot of working words, folks. You want me to throw it in the corn pile so we can vac it?
Yeah, just put it right back in there.
Here, you can have this rag. Morning. So this is the next day. We are going to unload this ridge, the corn that's in the back of it, from where the grain vac plugged, and we're going to haul some more. We're just going to clean the floor out of the bin that's still running fine, and then we will work with the grain vac when Cargill's closed. That's kind of the plan. That way we can keep moving, kind of get some stuff done instead of waiting on that grain vac. It takes a little longer to load with it, as it turns out. Got a sprayer guy in there giving Dad and BJ and I a quote on a sprayer. That took up a little bit of the morning, but like I said in the sprayer demo videos, the sprayer is one of the more used items on the farm, so we kind of need one. We'll see how this spring assist works. Not a lot of assisting. It is one thing that if I was going to own this ridge, if you're not familiar, this is a test machine from Successful Farming. So they sent me this to run for a couple months. If I was going to own it, it would have an automatic dump or electric dump. It's not that I need to be able to hit a button. It's that the things I'm putting in the back of it are heavy. I would not have been able to put a whole lot more corn in there and dump it very easily. And well, that's kind of the purpose of having a dump bed. Well, let's go check out some corn. So we have turned exceptionally dry. We haven't had any rain this month. This is almost the end of August. 0 rain in August so far. Last measurable rain was about 23 days ago, end of July. And that was about the time we were putting on our Miravis Neo. And at that time, I thought we were protecting probably one of the best corn crops we were ever going to have. But conditions have changed. Now this is sweet corn. Don't look at that. We'll just we'll walk through here and get a little ways into the field like this. But one thing that doesn't take a break in dry weather is crop disease. So, you know, our Neo is still going to help us a little bit. Man, this is some fairly high corn. Eared fairly high too, but we've still got pretty decent corn. I mean, that's a pretty big ear of corn right there. So we're a little ways in here now. Now, one thing that we are going to get a benefit of, even in drier conditions, we're keeping this crop healthy. So when that dry weather does hit, there's not a lot of disease in there. You can see a little bit of lesions, but not a lot, especially for the disease pressure we had early in the game. See, right now, not so much. But if we can keep this crop healthy, even when that dry weather hits, what I'm saying is we're going to be able to weather that dry weather much better. Now, there is a breaking point. We have some fields that are straight gravel, and well, they just need rain that they're not going to get. But in some of this heavier soils, I think the fungicide's still helping us. So even without this rain, with our plant health being healthy, we're getting better photosynthesis. So we're still getting. I mean, this is out in the middle of the field, and we've still got we got a little bit. Just a little bit of tip back, not much, especially for the heat we had this year. Still got a nice big ear there, nice big round ear. So yeah, I think we still benefited a good bit from the Miravis Neo. It really sucks about the weather. Man, look at that corn. Look, I'm 6'4", pretty high up there. This corn would be ready for a flood if it would rain anymore. But I think we really were going to have one of the best corn crops we'd ever had. You can't always control the weather, but you can do your part to help mitigate that risk. That was something we could control with the Neo. Like I said, at the time, we really were worried about tar spot. Not only has it not rained, it's also been 90 plus most of August, so that has kind of mitigated the risk for tar spot. But we still have a lot of gray leaf spot pressure, especially earlier, and we still have, for the most part, nice dark green leaves. Yeah, I think corn harvest is still going to be an enjoyable experience this year. But man, I really wish we could have got those last rains. But we've done what we could do. We controlled what we could control, and that's really the best you can do. The rest is in Mother Nature's hands. But to go along with this good corn crop, we got to make sure the combine is ready for it. So our guy from Agro is actually here right now. Actually doing some stuff that was supposed to be done when we bought it, but parts and whatnot. We didn't have cameras on it. We have 360 cams on this combine. It was spec'd with it when it was ordered, but they never came till now. So he's putting those in. Looks like he's still got the cab all tore apart. He doesn't get a look at what's in here. A lot of wires.